Hey guys, in this video, I'm bringing you all into an experiment I'm conducting in my life to see how drastically I can change my life over the course of 1 year. I'll share the goals that I have for 7 areas of my life and the strategies I've created to reach those goals and what I'm doing today to make sure that I reach those goals. But before we get into it, marhaba, my name's Alina. I am 30 years old. I am a single mother to 1 daughter, and I'm working diligently to make my way into a field that I'm passionate about, which exists at the intersection of technology, data analytics, and Middle East and North Africa region. I focused on Middle Eastern studies as an undergrad with the intention of going to law school, but after a year in law school, I realized that that was not for me. So I continued finding opportunities in the legal field to pay my bills, but ultimately I became stuck in a field where I feel there's just limited room for growth for people who are not on the attorney track. And I realized that I fell into a victim's mindset where I was on autopilot, working jobs to survive rather than working toward a career that I would feel proud of. And I guess I felt that as a single mom, I could only go so far, or maybe that I only deserved so much. But at the same time, there was still something deep inside of me that reminded me that it's my mindset that dictates my reality ultimately. So I started consuming a lot of hustle culture, motivational type of content that tells you to keep your head down and don't sleep and drop your friends and hustle around the clock. But I'm just a girl, I'm a mom. I just realized that that style of living doesn't fit my personality or my lifestyle. So instead, I realized that putting forth consistent daily effort toward my goal would not only improve my self-esteem and my growth mindset, but it would ultimately lead me in the direction that's in my heart. I put some work into this process already, but I'm still very much in phase 1 of this life change experiment. So for the next year, I'm going to see how far I can go from phase 1 and how drastic of a life change I can make. So I'm making changes in these 7 areas of my life: my physical health, my personal style, my personal finances, my relationships, my career, core memories, and my influence in my daughter's life. Starting with my physical and mental health goals, up until last year, I had a pretty volatile relationship with physical and mental health. I would either be at the gym for an hour and a half every day or straight up binging on the couch, eating Popeyes and ramen, barely moving during the day. And as you can imagine, this behavior is strongly linked to some, pretty prominent mental health issues, but more importantly, just not having the tools to take care of myself. So, about a year and a half ago, I decided to change my life for good. I started going to therapy, and I promised myself that I would take a longevity approach to my health. I started by taking one 7-minute walk 3 times a week. That's it. And I built myself up from there. I built my confidence, the trust in myself, um, my belief in myself to set goals and achieve them. And today I'm averaging 10 to 15,000 steps every month with daily, 5 times a week, 4 or 5 times a week, calisthenics workouts before work. And I've even started, gotten a jump start on my goals, which I'll mention in a minute, which include, strength training. So if you're interested in hearing more about this particular aspect, I'll be making a little sub-series about every section of my life that I have goals in. And so my next video will be about my physical and mental health journeys. All right, so my goals this year are to continue my daily movement practice with walks, runs, calisthenics, and I'll also add some, like I mentioned, functional strength training and mobility work. I'll continue my daily efforts to create and consume nourishing foods. And finally, I want to improve my running distance PR from last year, Last year, my PR was 5 miles, which was so amazing. And I intend to get a new PR in the range of 5 to 10 miles in summer 2025. Okay, the second area of my life that I am eager to make changes in is in regard to my personal finances and just my financial skills, financial knowledge. So, going through my bank statements, I realized that I'm spending more than I'm making on average. So, this year is definitely going to be my ground zero year in terms of personal finance. I'm currently reading this book by Ramit Sethi. I Will Teach You to Be Rich. I think I'm in about the third or fourth chapter, and he really starts at he goes really in depth to help you just build a good financial understanding and a good foundation for finances, personal finances. So I will, in future videos, just break down what I'm learning in this book and how I'm applying it to my lifestyle. So I definitely recommend staying tuned for that video. I'm using this book as a program, but my goals this year are to spend less money than I make, pay off my personal loan balance, which I have $500 left on that. I want to save for 2 winter 2025 vacations. I want to finish reading this book and implementing the advice that Ramit gives me. I want to also read Ramit's Money for Couples book. I'm very interested in how money works for a couple, obviously. And I want to create a student loan repayment plan because, as I mentioned, I went to law school. I did my undergraduate degree, so I have nice law school debt to pay down. All right, so that's my personal finance goals, and like I mentioned, I'm using this book as my strategy to achieving the goals that I have. As for my career, as I mentioned earlier in this video, I'm currently in the midst of a career change, and by that I mean I'm really just acquiring skills, connections, and building a portfolio that developed me into a strong contributor into the data tech field, specifically for the MENA region. So my goals are to finish my first portfolio piece and connect with relevant people in this field. I want to optimize my LinkedIn profile, and I'll begin a second portfolio piece, which I have already the idea. But I know that it's going to take me some time to acquire the relevant skills to build the second project. I want to continue my Arabic studies. I want to get a hybrid or work from home job in my desired career field, paying $92,000 annually. I want to upload YouTube videos of growth-minded single moms. I want to upload YouTube videos for growth-minded single moms on a consistent basis. And I would love to make $5,000 to $10,000 annually from a side hustle. So I got to figure all that out. I don't have a step-by-step of how I'm going to do each of these things, but I know that I'm going to spend some time, most days, just spend time with these goals and figuring out how I can achieve them. For the most part, with my Arabic studies, I practice my Arabic every day. For my portfolio piece, I work on that every day. I'm talking 30 to 40 minutes on each of these things. And I'll go more in depth on another video about what exactly my first portfolio project is and what I intend to do with it and how I intend to connect with relevant people in the field. And in terms of my side hustle, I'm still trying to determine what's a good side hustle to take on, considering that I have limited time, especially with my daughters here. But I would love it if this, if I could create a brand speaking to growth-minded single moms. That'd be really awesome. All right, the next area of my life that I have goals for this year are my core experiences. So I began journaling about myself a few months ago, and I found that core experiences and core memories are so important to me as a mother and as someone's future wife. I feel it's my duty to prepare experiences that my children will remember fondly and that will foster unity within my family. So this year, I want to take my daughter to Mexico City. It'll be her first time out of the country. And we take annual vacations, so it would be really nice to do that with her. I want to go back to the Middle East. I'm thinking Beirut. I'm also really interested in Saudi. I have a friend in Jeddah. Shout out to Saja. Love you. And my goal is to have my Arabic at a level where I can express myself in a new country and understand others too. And I want to visit my sister who lives in Austin at least once. I have to get Phoenix's passport, and I would like to go on a proper hike with my daughter, Phoenix. Okay, now I have my mom life area, which is the influence that I have in my daughter's life. You know, as I watch my daughter get older, I try to pay attention to areas where she's thriving and areas where she's in need of a little support. So this year, my focus is to continue daily maths practice with her. I recently asked her what her 2025 goals are, and she said she wants to make a 100 in math. So I look forward to, building that up with her math confidence. I want to consider regular STEM projects, and by regular, I mean like doing STEM projects with her on a regular basis. I want to keep her in her coding classes and continue teaching healthy habits to optimize her health. Most of these goals are simply to continue doing the routine that we have already established. Regular STEM projects are the only new additions, so I've done a few things already. I got a subscription to Crunch Labs, which is an engineering kit where your kids can build their own toys. And so far, I love this product. I am really pleased to see Phoenix feel proud of herself after completing those projects. And for Christmas, I also prioritized getting STEM kits. I'm eager to show you guys those things in another video. Finally, I do want to do science experiments with Phoenix. The reason I haven't done them yet so far is just because it takes a little bit of planning, a little bit of mental energy where I have to go find the books, find the right projects, find the right materials, but that's something that I want to find time for. So I know I'll start by going to the library and getting some science experiments books. And in terms of relationships, I have two main goals. One is that I want to strengthen my network by investing in relationships with people who inspire me. By that, I mean I want to invest in relationships with friends, new and old, and also just people in the career field that I am eager to join. And I want to have 3 quality options, in men, husband options, and choose from those 3 one person to pursue a relationship with that leads to marriage. In order to achieve those goals, I will invest time into my friendships, accept invitations where I can meet new people, and I'll prioritize dating while my kiddo is with her dad during school holidays. I have already acquired a few experiences in dating, and I'm eager to share those things with you, so stay tuned because that is definitely coming. In terms of my personal style, this year I'm changing a lot about my life and putting myself out there in terms of building a community, seeking opportunities for my dream career, and even dating. All of these things feel really scary, and especially as a single mom. But I know that confidence will be very important part of my experiment this year. And lately I've been getting a lot of feedback from the world, especially in regard to my clothes that I choose to wear. I realized that I have an idea of the image I want to portray to the world, but it's just not matching what I'm giving in reality. So this year I'm investing in my image because I deserve that investment as an act of honor and self-respect. So my process to achieving this goal begins with my fashion inspo vision board, followed by some intentional savings for pieces that I desire, and investing time into shopping. And I'm really eager to share that with you guys too. Okay, so what's my plan and where do I begin? Well, I begin by creating a page in my journal dedicated to my goals. and I'm sure to decorate it beautifully and take a picture of the 2025 goals. I put that picture as a screensaver on my phone. My little sister actually put me on to this practice, and it makes a huge difference to just see your goals every day, every time you pick up your phone, because chances are you're picking up your phone a lot in a day. Something about seeing those goals every day is a subconscious reminder that I'm ultimately working towards something beautiful. You'll see in this, my 2025 goals, one of my favorite quotes from Solomon Jordan. And it says, "At the end of this year, my life will look like my decisions, faith, and work. So I'll keep building what we talk about. I'll not allow the feeling of being behind in life make me question if I'm off track. I don't know what the future holds, but I have the dream you gave me. So let's walk to the places we talk about." I love that quote so much. This book by Solomon, it's talks to God. And I love that it's just saying, like, I don't know what the future holds, but I know that I have these dreams. And if I have these dreams, it's because you gave them to me, God. And so I'm just gonna keep walking forward. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like I know I'm gonna get exactly where I'm trying to go. But I have an idea and I have faith, and I know that I'll get somewhere beautiful because that's what's intended for me. So I'm going to keep going. I love that quote so much. Next, I'm going to begin most every day by creating a schedule that leads me to the life I dream. This means I open my journal to a new page and begin with this question: what can I do to make this day perfect? And I'm just like quickly trying to search for a page where I actually did that. Let's see. Yeah, like here's an example. How can I make my day perfect? Probably backwards, but yeah. So this means that I open my journal to a new page and begin with the question: what can I do to make this my perfect day? Mind you, perfection is 100% based on my intention and my action. Therefore, I will time block each day to include time to work on the things that really matter to me: exercise, Arabic practice, portfolio work, regular pay the bills work, researching side hustles, working on YouTube scripts, and reading, especially Ramit Sethi's book, spending quality time with my daughter. These are all the things that I want to hit every day, ideally, even just for a few minutes. And if you're interested in seeing how exactly I structure my day as a growth-minded single mother, stay tuned for that video too. A lot of exciting things. So that's my plan for the next 365 days. Actually, I'm a little bit early, so I think I have like 367, 368, I don't know. But I can't wait to come back to you guys with my updates. I hope to hear about your updates too. I want to see your 2025 vision board, so please feel free to tag me on Instagram. I'm at TTYL Touching the Sky, and you can leave a comment. I really want to connect with growth-minded single mothers, build a community of like-minded women, and yeah, let's just keep reaching for the sky together. Have a great year, you guys.